Welcome everybody. I am the lead developer of Toxic Sins of an Empire, and you guys haven't heard me in, I don't know, a year or so since the last update of this mod. Well, I got an interesting Skype message from one of the fellows at Toxic Blood Media, and before I get to that message, I'm kind of going to give background on what exactly happened to the mod back in 2005 and into 2006. Well, Toxic Blood as an organization decided that it wanted to pull an irreversible amount of resources away from Toxic Sins of an Empire, and it effectively made us unable to continue to develop the mod. And later on in that year, 2016, I was actually let go from the entire organization. Well, I got a message late February, early March, and one of the resource guys basically asked me if I wanted to return, and he said that they wanted to revive Toxic Sins of an Empire. I agreed to do so, obviously, if I'm making this dev blog, but I had a couple stipulations, and one of them was if we continue to improve the mod, that the team and resources that we need has to remain there, and we have to be actually dedicated to making the mod and not have people coming in and out of the project, because it just makes it too hard for us to get things done when we got to keep telling people, okay, this is where we're going, this is where we're going, this is what we want to do, and it just gets impossible for us to actually manage the mod that way. Well, he assured me that we would have the resources needed to do so, and we put together a team, and now I'm going to kind of tell you where the mod is. At the end of 2015, we lost a lot of people, and a lot of work that was being done, and resources were scattered all over the place, so we lost a lot of data. Well, I have recovered a stable build of the mod, and it's close to where we were before, but a couple things have been dropped from the project. Number one, we're not doing new models right now. That was an expansion to the mod that was kind of a side thing, but we're not going to pursue that as of yet. Basically, we're going straight back to the graphics updates and making it able to be performing well on low-end computers and high-end computers, because back in 2016, 2015, we were having a lot of problems with lower-end computers that could play the vanilla version of the game but could not get good FPS on the mod, because there's so much more happening, and obviously your graphics card has to keep up with that amount of data. So we've been optimizing that, and there's a video that you guys have probably all seen that is a version 0.0 or 0.5.5, and that removes a lot of the clutter that was in 0.5 and 0.5.1. So we are skipping a few versions before we actually release anything, because there's so much I want to optimize and so much I want to get done. But that is where the mod currently is at. And when I talked to the guy from Toxic Blood Media, I said, he basically asked me, well, what do you want to do? What game do you want to do? And I said, well, Toxic Sins of an Empire was what I was doing, and it's, it's a passion that we have, and I want to, progress where that mod is. I mean, you don't get into the top 10, top 15 mods on ModDB without making a good mod. People just don't use it. And I was like, there's a massive fan base there. We need to go back, and we need to give them what they want, what we said we were going to do, and take it the next step to get it done. And with that said, the mod was reborn. So there's not a whole lot I can show you right now. We are releasing a video. I believe it's being processed as I speak, making this video, but it will kind of show you where the mod is, and a lot of stuff that was just not released. I mean, it was sitting there, but we never debugged it, we never ran it, we never tested it, and we never released it. So all that progress was never released, and it was such a shame for it to be that way. So we're gonna do that, and that video is gonna come out, and hopefully you guys like what you see, because there was a lot of stuff in there that I wanted to release in an update, but it never got done. And I'm just gonna tell you, all of the guys who are still running version 0.5 and 0.5.1, the base build is going to change. It's just going to be 0.5.5, and all the previous are going to be discontinued when we actually release the update. So if you have those mods, just be aware that you're going to be deleting them if you want to update, because it will not be compatible. They will clash and they will crash. That will just be how it is. So we'll release details as we get closer to that. I would expect it in maybe a week, 2 weeks tops, but expect updates more frequently now that the mod is actually being developed again. And thanks to everybody who basically said, you know, we want more of this mod, because if you guys wouldn't have, we wouldn't be having this video right now. We wouldn't be in a position to actually make the mod better. So thanks to all you guys out there that were screaming at Toxic Blood Media to make the mod and to continue to make it. It's given me something to do and bring you guys epic stuff. So thanks a lot for doing that. Until you see the next update, probably in a week, 2 weeks tops, just keep playing the mod. Just keep enjoying it, keep doing it what you guys have been doing for the last year, and now you can be excited for new content.